Well, good morning. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing well. I am in the Uwharrie National Forest here in the heart of North Carolina, and I have just been dropped off at the Jumping Off Rock trailhead on the north side of the Uwharrie Trail. And over the course of today and tomorrow, I'm going to be hiking the approximately 20 miles of this Uwharrie Trail from this trailhead down to the other trailhead right off of Highway 2427. Getting started right out of the hop with a nice little elevated climb here. Good way to get the blood going. Thanks for coming along with me. Hope you'll enjoy it too. Do normal people geek out as much as I do over just big rocks in the ground? Maybe not. I just think it's awesome. I don't know. You know, this earth is amazing, isn't it? All right, approaching road 1134, and our next intersection is with Highway 109 and just a little over 6 miles. Alright, so I have a piece of flat bread. This is like a flat pita bread. Nice to carry flat bread because if it gets squished in your backpack, it doesn't matter because it's flat, you know. We're gonna do a little mustard, just some plain yellow mustard. Got it in this little squeezed guy. There we go. Don't be bashful about the mustard. And then I have this Boar's Head brand natural casing pepperoni, and I'm gonna slice that up. I don't know, probably half of it, and lay it on here. Make me a little pepperoni sandwich. It's a match made in heaven. Whew. All right, lunch was great. As a little treat for myself, I brought 2 of these freezer pops. Brought a grape one, and I think this is pina colada. So this is just for like a little, you know, hit of sugar here. I didn't try to freeze them or anything. I didn't want them sweating in my pack. I think I'm gonna save the pina colada for maybe tomorrow and go with a shot of the grape. Let's do that. Here we go. Cheers. Oh yeah, that tastes good after drinking water all day for the past few hours. And I should have known I was gonna make a mess of myself. Oh yeah, that was worth it. It's about 5 minutes after 4, and I can hear cars on the highway up here, so I am approaching Highway 109, almost there. We've made it. There's Highway 109. I feel like this is an honest to goodness milestone. Feels good to know that I only have like another 1.5 miles to camp. All right, gonna get a sip of water, cross this road and keep going. Check these big boys out. Really interesting terrain out here. All right, friends. It's about 5:15 and I have made it to where I wanted to camp. There's a nice little clearing here next to this creek, and just to show you on the map, this was the intersection up here at 109, and I am now here alongside of this watery branch. There's a little camp symbol here. Actually, that may be exactly right where I am currently. I wanted to camp here along this watery branch so that I could have all the water that I needed for cooking and kind of filter and rehydrate and stock up for tomorrow. I'm here and I'm plenty tired and I'm ready for a little rest, and I'm glad I don't have to put that backpack back home today anyway. So this is where I'm going to kind of leave you. I want this video to be more of a hiking video and not so much a camping video, and so that the video itself is not like 30 or 40 minutes long, I'm separating the two experiences. So if you would like to watch my camping experience here on the Uwharrie Trail, then I'm putting a link above and one of these sides up here, and you can click on that and you can watch that. That video will actually appear first before this hiking video. And so if you'd like to see my camp and kind of watch things in sequential order, you know, I know it might be a pain, but you know, you could leave this video, watch the camping experience, and then come back to this video to finish out day 2. But for today, this is where I'm going to end my hike video. I will pick back up though tomorrow morning after I've had breakfast and after I've struck camp, and just before I step off in the new direction back down that way. So we'll finish this trail out tomorrow. Day 1 has come to a close. Tired but happy. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, good morning hikers. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning and just about ready to hit the trail. It was a good camp, and I'm rehydrated and stocked up and packed up, and so it is time to hit the trail. So let's do it. Thankful for these downhills. It's too early in the morning to be sweating like this. I'm sweating this morning. It's very humid. It's not super hot, but it's really humid. But it feels good to be out. It's a beautiful day. Oh, I tell you what, it's not even 10 a.m. yet, but I should drink that little pina colada flavored freezer pop. Yeah, that sounds good right about now. I'm gonna break that out. Oh, God, that's the best freezer pop flavor. All right, it's about 11:30 and I'm wearing pants, which I could have worn shorts, but these pants are fairly tight around the ankle and I was thinking this would help with ticks. I do have ventilation for a good bit up the side, so I have those opened up for air, but at this point, right here where there's a bunch of seams coming together, I've never had this happen before, but I feel like it's rubbing a spot raw on the inside of my knee. So I've got my first aid kit and I think I'm gonna drop trowel here, check that spot out, and maybe just take a big Band-Aid and cover that spot because it's gonna keep rubbing. I can't stop it from rubbing, but I can maybe try to buffer it. So yeah, I'm gonna get my first aid kit out, and I might as well, while I'm here, take a rest break and a water break. You can see it's got like a vinyl clear see-through top. I actually made a video on everything that's in here, and if you'd like to see that video, if you're interested, I'll put that in the like a little card above. I'll put that link above. But yeah, I'll dig around in here and see if I can find some Band-Aids. There it is right there. I mean, it could be worse, but if I let it go, I've still got, I mean, if I only had another half mile to go, I'd just keep going, but I've got another 4+ miles, so I'm gonna put a bandage on that. Right there. Oh yeah, getting in all that hair. That's gonna be fun to rip off later.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
But at least that spot will be protected. And I made it to the top of Dennis Mountain. Looks like I've still got just a little bit of incline. I'm gonna take a break when I get up here, but oh, I'm glad the camera wasn't rolling for the past 10 minutes. I was cursing Dennis Mountain's name. I had just attacked it like a boss, with the sauce. Yeah, a little more incline to go, but once I reach the top, I'm gonna take a sit-down break. Top of Dennis Mountain. There's one of those little QR codes. Dennis Mountain, it's got the GPS location. And I've got about 3.5 miles left, and I'm excited to be finishing up. I think an hour might be pushing it. I don't know. I'm gonna be optimistic and say 1:30. That's slightly more than an hour, but a lot of this is getting ready to be downhill and I'm gonna be attacking it pretty hard. Oh, God. Yeah, when I said that Dennis Mountain was the last climb, it's just lies, all lies. All of it. You should probably unsubscribe from this channel because all I do is lie. All right, let's go. Gotta get it. Okay, fast forward to 30 seconds later. I just climbed that thing. It was steep, but it wasn't long. Literally 30 seconds. And now it's flattened out, so we're gonna be okay, guys. You know what? I'm hot and tired, but I'm not too hot and tired to recognize beauty. And this is a really pretty part of the forest. Super thick in here. Lots of pine trees mixed with just various other, I see some tulip poplar, some maple, and just other things. It's just a real true mixed forest. Conifers and deciduous, and it's just pretty. It's very pretty. There's the highway right there. And I can see a car through the woods. Right up here's the parking lot. I've made it 20.56 miles. I've done it. God, it feels so good. All right, I'm gonna go meet my dad, get this backpack off. Stick around a few more minutes and I'll give you a quick trip analysis, hike analysis, do's and don'ts, things to watch out for, stuff like that. Whew. Made it. So I completed the trail in late June. I started June 28th of 2021 and finished the next day on June 29th. It's now a couple of days later, and I meant to make this video before then, but I'm actually kind of glad that I waited a couple of days before making it because I've learned some things since then. First and foremost, I was really concerned about, ticks and mosquitoes. So I took a heavy insect repellent with a lot of DEET in it. And I ended up not using any insect repellent at all. I only swatted a couple of mosquitoes away, and I don't think they ever bit me. I only pulled one tick off of me the whole trip. But what I discovered later, not until I got home about the next day, is that the red bugs, also known as like berry bugs or chiggers, had really grabbed a hold of my body. Up the sides of my legs, the sides of my torso, and around my ankles, a few places on my arm, but really on the outside of my torso and the outside of my legs near my hips. And I was wearing pants the whole time. And so I would suggest to you that if in the hot, summer months or even probably fall, even if you don't, see mosquitoes out and about, I would spray your clothing and your body with an insect repellent that had DEET, and that might help, keep those at bay. The trail conditions as of summer of 2021 are really good. A few little creek crossings, but that's very typical when you're hiking. Not many obstructions. It's well maintained. I've got no complaints with the trail maintenance. It's all well marked with white blazes, and so everything's really good as far as trail conditions go. As far as camping goes, I camped just south of Highway 109 near Uwharrie Branch. And so I really like that site. It's roughly halfway. It's at like the 10-mile mark. I think it would be 10 miles. I started from the north hiking south, and it was like, a little over 10 miles. And I think it would be the same roughly if you were hiking from the south. It's a great spot because of the little creek. You're able to filter water and rehydrate, even take a dip. So the camping was nice, and there was adequate space. And so finally, I would just like to talk about the difficulty of this trail. So one would think that hiking in the Piedmont would be a good bit flat, maybe some rolling hills, something like that. This trail was very, very hilly, and what I would even describe as mountainous in a few places. A lot of up and downs. There are relatively few places on this trail where you're flat hiking. And so I would just be prepared. In my opinion, this is a great trail if you were looking to train your body for the mountains. It's not quite on the level of like what you might see in Pisgah or Nantahala National Forest, but it's very adventurous for central North Carolina. My pack weighed about 30 pounds, and I did have some camera weight and maybe some things that you wouldn't be carrying because you're not making a YouTube video and whatnot. I would suggest if you can get your pack weight closer to 25 pounds, then you will enjoy your experience much more. And some of you may be ultralight packers and you're like, oh, I can even beat that, and more power to you. Very enjoyable hike. Almost all of it is in the woods. So I took a hat and sunglasses,
didn't need either one the entire time. Like 99.9% of this hike is shaded in the woods, which is really nice. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for sticking around for the little trip analysis, and good luck to you if you decide to hike this hike. Enjoy it. Thanks. Bye-bye.